with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw. Now we're excited about this Tuesday because we are going to make Valentine's Day cookies. Yes, that's right. Tomorrow is indeed Valentine's Day. And we're going to head over to Rome and see some amazing food and talk to an awesome human being there. So sit back, have a cup of coffee because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Well, we just walked outside of Eyepieces with two of their new exciting products that we're going to get to try out on the mountain here at Beaver Creek. Well, we're back on the chairlift, headed back up to the top of Beaver Creek, and we're going to focus on the Murak Wave Cell helmet from Anon. And this one's pretty interesting because one thing I noticed already is it has this cool boa right here in the back that'll allow you to adjust and loosen the helmet around your head. It just fits so well, but you can adjust it to make it fit even better. So that's one thing I've noticed that I like so far on this helmet. The other cool piece of this helmet is the wave cell technology it has. As you can kind of see through the ventilation, that green wave cell technology inside the helmet. And what it really does is it balances out the impact. So when you hit your head on the snow, it balances out the impact of where you hit your head. The wave cell behaves like a network of hundreds of interconnected shock absorbers connecting to your head and the outer shell of the helmet. Wave cell helps distribute the impact energy through its network of cells and reduces impact forces like the crumple zone of a car perhaps, and then helps divert rotational forces by flexing and gliding. So we're gonna jump to the next product that we picked up from Eyepieces today, and it is these pink protective Anon M5 goggles that are super sweet. They come with the built-in face protection, and I've got this pink lens on today, so I should be seeing pretty well through this overcast weather that we've got out in front of us at Beaver Creek. But let's go try them out. So another cool feature about these M5 goggles from Anon is the built-in face technology like we talked about, but check this out. it's magnetic, so it just pops on and off super easily. You can snap it right back on, right in and out. All right, so if I had to rate both products right now, I'd give the M5s, you know, a soft 10 out of 10, and I would give the Merak helmet also, you know, probably a 10 out of 10, but that's just me. Make sure to go to Eyepieces and try these unique products out for yourself. Thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you on the mountain.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Good Morning Vail. Now, we're so excited. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I can't believe it, right around the corner. We got to sit down and bake some cookies with a professional decorator. Let's take a look.
Into the kitchen is always a blast, especially when you are baking cookies. And joining me today to show us how to make a beautiful decorated cookie, probably like you've seen all over the social media, I've got Sabrina Feldman, cookie artist, here to talk about how to do it and show us all the ways and the tricks of the trade. Sabrina, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm excited to be in the kitchen because I watch Instagram videos of decorated cookies all the time. So I cannot wait to see your process and to learn how to do it.
That's how I got started, actually. During COVID, I was really bored and on social media all day, every day. And I was like, I think I can do this. So I gave it a try, and that was 3.5 years ago, and now I do it for fun for friends. I sell my cookies on the side for fun as well. I love it so much.
Well, the work that you do is so great, and you've been featured all over the place. You've done some stuff for Marvel, and they've featured your cookies and your decorating, and it's just, it's very exciting stuff.
It is. It's been really fun to tap into that creativity. It's fun because I honestly never thought I was creative, and now people are like, oh, you're such an artist. And it's so funny because I never considered myself an artist, and now here I am.
And cookie art is so great. So we've got some already prepared dough. Can you talk to me a little bit about the process? Like, how do you come up with your dough? Tell me all of that.
So I took a bunch of other people's recipes, kind of found my little niche and what worked for me. For me, cream cheese is something that actually really helps keep a good consistency to help cookies not spread. I add different flavors in, so over the summer I'll do something like lemon or lime in the cookies. In the winter it's always nutmeg and cinnamon. If you can get peppermint, sometimes peppermint's great. So you can really find a way to make it your own and not just, even with store-bought, you could zhuzh it up however you need to.
Awesome. Well, let's get started.
Great. So we're gonna start, as Kim said, we've already prepared some dough. We're just gonna roll it out. So I usually have 2 rolling pins. One I usually use to flatten it or make it the right consistency. This one that I'm using here has some pegs on the side, so you can have a full shape and width and thickness across the dough. So you just flatten it out until you can't really go any deeper.
Okay.
And we should be good to go.
So, question, the dough was sticking a little bit to the pin just now. And so what is a trick that we can do to keep it from sticking to the rolling
Great
pin?
question. And you'll see this across the way. We have some flour over here, so we'll just sprinkle a little bit of flour across the top and make sure that it's smooth enough. You don't want sticky dough because it'll stick to the place you're rolling it out on. It'll stick to the cookie cutters, which is not fun. It'll stick to the cookie dough.
And then you lose the shape of the cookie.
Then you lose the shape of the cookie. Yeah.
Awesome.
So we'll just make sure that it's the perfect consistency. See, it just rolls straight across. No problems.
Oh, that's great.
Do you want to do the first cut?
I do. Okay,
Great.
so we've got hearts here. I love a good heart cookie, and this is fun because it gives it a really nice big surface to do good decorating with. Awesome. Oh, there we go. Look, it came up so easy. Awesome. I'm going to do the next one, and I'll let you finish.
Perfect.
She's the expert. She does it quickly.
If they come up, I honestly just put them directly on the pan right away because why go back and do work again?
Yep.
We're all about efficiency and convenience here. So you can probably get, with the amount of dough we have here, we're hoping to get about a dozen cookies, but it really depends on the shape. So we have 2 different shapes and sizes here. So hopefully it lasts a little bit longer than most. But this is the perfect for like your little Galentine's Day or your little kid's party that you are gonna host at school or something.
That's great. And so this is not wasted dough. So you've cut out the shapes, and then we're gonna reuse this dough to continually get more cookies out of it.
Absolutely.
Great. Awesome. They look great. And then you can obviously reshape them as you need to. So it doesn't have to be perfect right off the bat.
No, absolutely not.
Great.
And the best part, one of my favorite things, and we'll talk more about that when we get into the icing, is when you're decorating them, you can really change how you do each one. So you can be consistent across the board with them, or you can design them in a ton of different ways.
That's so much fun. Now, what has been your favorite cookie shape that you've made so far? I know that's a big question.
Very loaded question. So my brother got married in May, and he's very into video games.
Okay.
So I did a Super Mario and Peach, like a groom and a bride.
How cute.
And the place seatings were mushroom and stars. So they were really excited about it. They had so much fun, and it was a surprise for them. They didn't know that I was doing it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it was like a giant Super Mario and a giant Peach face.
How fun. I love that. So you like to do just a lot of like pop culture decorated cookies. I love that. That's so much fun.
It's a way for me to show what's fun for me. So like my niece's birthday is coming up, and I know she's very into Barbie right now. So that is the theme of her birthday party. So we're gonna do a Barbie, a set of Barbie cookies. It's so much fun.
Great. And so now we're just taking these cookies, we're putting them on parchment paper. How important is parchment paper?
I also use silicone mats, so they help. It just depends on what you have accessible. This is so easy to get, it's so cheap. And a lot of the times if I'm rolling out dough, I'll use the parchment paper on top of the dough or underneath as well, and then I'll just reuse it, no waste here. I'll reuse it as what I'm baking them on as well.
That's great. And parchment paper really helps to get the cookies off the baking sheet so they don't stick.
It makes it so easy.
But if you didn't have that at home, could you use like butter or oil or?
I wouldn't. I
Okay.
think it would change the consistency of the actual cookie. So that's not something that I would recommend doing. It's got enough butter in there and enough oil that you definitely don't need that in there.
So in other words, just be prepared ahead of time if you're making cookies.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So you're putting more flour down just to continually make sure it does not stick to our rolling surface.
Right, exactly. It's stuck a little bit, but the best part is you can always redo it.
I love how the silver rolling pin just rolls straight across it when you
Straight
flatten it
across.
out.
And honestly, these you can also change. So if you like a thicker cookie or if you like a thinner cookie, you can pop these ones off on this specific pin, which makes my life so easy.
Got it. Okay, great. So the green around your rolling pin determines the thickness of the cookie.
Yeah. So
Got it.
as you can see here,
Yeah.
it's an even across, so when it's baking, it'll cook evenly in the oven as well, which is something that can be and has been a problem for me in the past.
You know, I think people make cookies at home all the time, and I don't think they realize like there is a science to it.
Oh my goodness. Something I am not is a scientist. So when it comes to like figuring out if I want a fluffier cookie, you add more baking powder. That's not my world. I leave that to the scientists and the professional bakers. I'm more of a cookie artist.
You are the flavors and the artistry.
Exactly.
I love it. Well, great. Well, we've got these cookies going, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back to make the frosting, which is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, I don't know about you, but I love Valentine's Day, and it's tomorrow. It snuck up on us. Now, we have part 2 of making these beautiful Valentine's Day cookies, and we're going to start making the icing. Let's take a look.
standing here in the kitchen with the cookie artist, Sabrina Feldman, and she's one of those artists that you always see all over Instagram with the decor and decorating of a beautiful cookie. And the basis of that is royal icing. So Sabrina's going to show us how to make royal icing today. So very excited.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the royal icing and, what is it?
So royal icing is going to be, it's basically your palette and your paints for when you're decorating your cookies. So there are a couple of different ways that people make it, what works for them, the different things that, from a consistency standpoint. So I'll teach you about all the tricks and why we use certain products. I'm big into measuring the weight over like a teaspoon, a tablespoon. So that's how I typically do it. So I have my scale here.
And this is just an easy food scale. You can get it anywhere.
Yep, easy food scale. I'll put my pole or whatever utility I'm using directly on there and then net it down. So it's in grams and now it's 0, even though obviously this bowl is
So you have to, what is it called? You have to tare it. The way that you do that is you put your bowl on top of it and then you clear out the weight and it makes it like it doesn't exist.
Yep, exactly. I wish I had one of those. So right here we have meringue powder. We're going to start with some dry ingredients and some of the smaller wet ingredients. So meringue powder is one of the things that's going to make it really shiny. So when you see those gorgeous store-bought cookies that have that extra sheen on it, this is what's going to help you do that. So what we're going to do is 36 grams here. So it's about 2 tablespoons-ish. And then we're going to add in about a tablespoon or teaspoon of corn syrup, which also gives it a shine, but also makes it hard quicker.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that that's the trick.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, how does the icing get hard to decorate?
And I have made that mistake. The first batch of cookies I made, I was so excited. They looked gorgeous when I went to bed. I woke up the next morning and they had fallen. The icing had just fallen completely off the cookie.
Oh my goodness.
So a friend sent me this recipe and I love it. Now I'm big into flavors, so I'm big into vanilla. For this, I don't love the taste of straight up sugar, so the vanilla really cuts that for me. What you want is a clear a clear vanilla for when you're doing these cookies so that the white is actually white. If you use a brown one, it's obviously going to turn more of a beige color. So this is going to be about a tablespoon. For me, most people do a teaspoon, but I do a tablespoon. So
I like to add extra vanilla too. And
every time.
Every time I cook on the show and we use vanilla, I always talk about that. It's great to add extra vanilla because it just gives it a little bit more flavor.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to whisk this up until it's like slightly foamy. Oh, I forgot one thing. Water. Water is honestly a huge base of this. So what you need is about 1/3 of a cup of water.
Okay.
So you want it to just be like, it's definitely going to be a wet consistency here, and then we'll add in the confectioner sugar.
So right now you've got the meringue powder, the vanilla, and water.
And corn syrup.
And corn syrup. And the corn syrup makes it hard and shiny.
Yeah, which is what we're looking for in these cookies. So as you see, it's like foaming up just a tiny bit. That's what we're looking for.
Okay. So
and I do this with my hand whisk because it's not a ton of lift.
Great. So that's basically it. It's like almost like an egg white consistency, or like a foam from the top of like a latte.
It's funny you say that. So what meringue powder actually is egg whites. So it's like an egg white powder, which really helps just make it the consistency that it is.
Yeah, great.
So I'm gonna slowly add in the flour. I am the messiest baker. That should be my nickname. So I try to mix it in a little bit first so that when I turn the mixer on, the hand mixer, it doesn't
go all over the place. And I'm wearing a black shirt, so that's going to be fun.
Yep, exactly. So we'll start with this.
Okay. And then you just hit the play right there. And this will have a nice kick to it.
So I add mine in little by little to make sure, because the consistency can change very quickly throughout. We're going to go with a half a bag of this, which is 16 ounces of sugar.
Awesome.
To start. And what we'll end up doing, and you'll see this as we move on, that there are going to be 2 different types. Yeah, we'll go with 2 different types of consistencies today. So the first one's going to be more firm, which is going to be the outline of the cookies, and kind of gives it a good setting. And if we're writing on the cookies, which we will probably be doing later, that'll also be the type of consistency you'd want. But then you're also going to flood the icing, flood the cookies. So that's going to be a much wetter consistency.
Awesome. So flooding the cookie, tell me about it. What does that mean?
flooding the cookie is really filling in. It's as if you were coloring in a coloring book.
Okay.
And you're trying to color in the lines. You just want to cover the entire cookie. It's super wet, so it's like easy for it to become messy, but that's what we're gonna work on today, is finding that perfect consistency.
Awesome. And you can see it starting to really thicken up the more powdered sugar that you got into it.
Absolutely.
So that light, fluffy, like egg white consistency is no longer. Yeah, it looks great. I definitely want to try it, but I will wait. I will refrain from sticking my fingers into the frosting.
I'm big into licking the whisk on the way out
At
before
the
it goes in
end.
the dishwasher.
Obviously, and frosting is one that you can try ahead of time. If you eat the cookie dough because of the raw eggs, you shouldn't eat it, but
right,
every once in a while you have to try a little bit.
You just have to make sure it's all right before it goes in the oven, before you do anything else. You have to taste test everything.
That's exactly right. So yeah, you're just consistently adding it in to make sure it's what kind of consistency are we looking for here?
Right now it's going to be more firm, and we're going to slowly add water for the flood consistency.
Okay.
So we're just going to use as much sugar. So this one is definitely more what works for you also. So I play around, and every time I do it, I might start with 16 ounces and end up with 20 ounces of sugar, or the other way around. It just depends on, sometimes it's the air, sometimes, you put a sprinkle of water too much in or something, or maybe I added too much flour that day.
Okay.
I mean, not flour, too much vanilla that day.
Uh-huh. And that obviously, because vanilla is liquid, it changes the consistency as well.
We're just gonna check and make sure that this is about 16. Yeah, perfect.
Great. I love that you knew exactly what to do. So this is very precise baking by using a food scale, and that's the way to do it.
It's really helpful, and if you follow any bakers, they normally tell you, especially with some of the more complicated ones. So I'm big into making macarons, and that is definitely, for sure, a science. If you do one thing wrong, it messes up the whole cookie.
I love that. And so this is just a passion for you that's turned into a bit of a business. I love that.
And for me, it's tough because I just want to sit there and eat it. So for me, it's better to show up that I love my friends and my family by baking a little bit of something for them.
So this consistency, you can see it. It's starting to get shiny, which is the meringue powder and the corn syrup.
And it's a lot thicker now.
And it's much thicker. Absolutely, you can see that.
And what we're going to do is we're going to put this mixer medium-high.
Okay.
And try to get out as many of the air bubbles as you can. So when you start decorating and flooding, you'll see that sometimes there are some air bubbles. You can easily poke them out with a toothpick if you have that on hand. But this is almost perfect.
It looks great.
And the more you whisk it, the whiter it gets and fluffier.
Oh, that's really interesting.
I don't know the science behind that though.
You can see the color changing in it. As I've been standing here watching you mix this, it's gone from like almost an off-white to a more like a nice toothpaste white.
What we're looking for with icing. So also you could see that it's pretty thick, and it doesn't fall into itself as quickly. So we've got probably like 16-second icing, which is what we call it. So it'll fall apart within 16 seconds. It'll all fall into each other within 16 seconds.
Okay.
So this is the base for...
And that's what you want, is it 16 seconds it takes to get all the way back to normal?
To start for what we're going to do for the outside, the lining of the cookie.
Okay.
So we're going to put some of this into separate bowls so we can color them. For Valentine's Day, we're going to do red and pinks, and we'll leave some white on the side. So we'll outline the hearts first, and then it dries pretty quickly, this outlining side does, and then we'll add some more water to the icing, and it'll make it for the flood. So the goal is to match the colors pretty equally.
Okay, great.
So we'll have two different piping bags for each one. So the first piping bag will be for the liner, and the second piping bag will be for the flooding.
Oh, cool. So we need two different consistencies and two different colors. Awesome. It looks great. So the 16-second test, can you show me what that looks like?
Sure.
Okay.
So when you do this, if you count to about 10 to 16,
yeah, I can see it like slowly
and it's
starting.
still not in. With flooding, it's about 8 seconds.
Okay.
So it cuts it in half, and we'll test. We could test that again when we add some more water to it. But for now, we're going to split it up into separate bowls.
Okay.
So that we can add some color to it.
Awesome. Now so excited because I watch these videos online all the time of how to make these cookies, and it's just so fascinating to me. So I am glad to know like the 16-second test and the 8-second test and flooding versus not. So this is a really great lesson that we've got going on here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How do our cookies look?
Well, let me
smell delicious.
They are looking good, and I think they're close to coming out of the oven. So we will take them out here shortly while we continue to separate the frosting. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino, con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
I don't know about you, but I am hungry with all these Valentine cookies, making these gorgeous cookies. Now, Kim got to create these beautiful cookies, and now we're going to start to decorate them. Check this out.
So much fun decorating and preparing and making the cookies. Now we are actually going to decorate them because we made the royal icing and we've added colors to them. So talk to me all about what we've done here.
So what we've done is we've created 2 different types of icings. We've created the outline, which is the 16 consistency that we were talking about before, and we've created the 8 to 10 flooding icing. So I'm going to show you how we've bagged them. Our approach today, our design today, is we're going to start with conversation hearts. So those little candies you used to get in a box as a kid that said, call me later, or like, love you, XOXO. So we're going to create those. I'm going to show you how we put the icing in the bag. So I get a cup with that has like a little bit more of a narrow top. You take your bag, you wrap it around there. We're going to try to get as much out of this as absolutely possible.
Great. And so that is the flooding consistency. Now, how did you make it? We obviously made our royal icing with the normal consistency, but then how did you make this one a little bit more of a flooded consistency?
Great question. We usually just add a touch of water. There are 2 different approaches you can do. Most people say that you should recreate that mix that you saw in the beginning, which was the flour or the vanilla, the confectioner sugar, or not the confectioner sugar, the flour.
The vanilla, the meringue powder.
The corn syrup.
And the corn syrup.
And the corn syrup and the water. So you'd add that together to mix that in. I think it's just so much easier to add a little bit of water. You can play around. I mean, I think when I was making these specific ones, I added a little too much water, so I added a little bit more sugar to counterbalance that to make it the right consistency. So we've tied up our bag. You just twist it around, and then I'm going to show you how to cut it. This one's for the flooding, so we're going to cut a little bit wider. I don't know where I put the scissors. A little bit of a wider tip, so you could see this tip here. We're going to cut it like 1 centimeter.
And it doesn't need to be a big cut, even though it will still have a lot of frosting that comes out of it.
Absolutely. And you cut a thinner one for the piping. So if you can see here, I don't know if you can, it's much smaller because we want to make sure that it only is to block out the edging and make sure that the colors stay in the lines when you do the flooding.
Okay, great.
So we're going to start with our purple. And we're going to take our first conversation heart, and we're just going to...
I love watching a left-handed piper.
Oh, yeah. They say we're more creative, don't they?
That's true.
So you're just going to follow the outline.
And it doesn't need to be a very thick or a lot of frosting.
Nope.
Just a
tiny bit.
Okay.
And then we're going to kind of let that sit for 2 minutes maybe to let it dry.
Okay.
So I want to see you do one. You want to grab the yellow?
Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going with the yellow.
So you hold it like a pen.
Okay.
Where did I just put that one? I hold it by where the top of the bag is. Yep.
Just like that?
Where the top of the color is. Yep.
Okay. And then you
just follow the outline.
A little. Do you put a little pressure on
A
it?
little pressure. You squeeze a tiny, tiny bit.
All right. Do I hold the cookie down?
However you want to do it.
The pressure is
You're doing
on.
it. You're doing it. If it's not coming out too easily, oh, there you go. You can always cut a bigger hole in your bag. Sometimes it's just that the bag is too small. Sometimes you could sift your sugar before. A lot of bakers like to do that. It's too time consuming for me, so I just hope I don't get a clump of sugar. If so, you just pinch the bag and the sugar should pop right out. Look at that, that looks great.
It's not bad. It's okay.
It's great. It's great.
You know, for my first time doing royal icing piping, I'm pretty proud of it.
I think it looks great. And then I'm going to take that red piping bag because we're going to do something special on this red one. So quickly.
So we have 2 shapes here. We've got a heart and then we've got a round circle.
And as you can see, the different sizes. I cut this bag a little bit thicker than these 2, but it's not going to change too much of that.
Okay,
so
great.
You're going to take...
You did that so quickly. Expert here, that is the truth.
Time. You also just care less about it being like perfectly around the rim. It sort of figures itself out, I guess.
Got it.
I'm going to give you this yellow one to fill in. And then one thing I'm going to tell you with filling in is I'll give you a scribe. I love a scribe like this. It's super simple. You can also use a toothpick. As you're flooding it or after you're done flooding it, we're going to fill in some of the holes. You're not necessarily going to fill with the pipe, with the frosting, the entire thing. So I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
So as you're going, I just follow the same exact pattern I did before. So I'm just going to go around.
Okay. And this is flooding the frosting onto the cookie.
And see, I'm not doing it. It's not perfect.
Okay. I'm going to try it.
As you do that, I'm going to show how you fill in some of these holes like this. The scribe is my favorite tool to use in the kitchen when I'm baking.
I am not good at this right now.
That's exactly what mine looked like.
And there we go.
So I fill in some of the holes.
Okay. All right.
Like this.
So you take your little, this is called a scribe?
It's called a scribe.
Okay. And you just kind of fill in the holes like that, just like that? It's like painting.
It's literally like painting. Sometimes
great.
I actually end up making it more like painting than it should be.
So we're just painting these in with our scribe, or if you had a toothpick, could that work too?
Toothpick would be perfect. Anything that has a sharp point like this, not like a knife, that would not work. And sometimes if it's like on mine, you could see that there are kind of some things, little divots or pokes there. You can just go like this and it should work itself out.
So how quickly does this dry?
Ooh, depends. I made some the other day that it wasn't dry after like 12 hours. Usually it takes 6 to 12 hours.
To be fully hardened.
To be fully hardened, where we would want to like write on them or do something like that.
Okay, great.
While you're finishing that one, I'm going to do this red one because I'm going to show you something super fun.
Awesome. So I'm just sitting here coloring this in, and you said you can just stick it in the middle and
shake it around.
Shake it around.
And it should be good. So with this red, I'm going to do something fun with this one. So we've also created a flood consistency for white, and I'm going to do little dots.
Okay. So this is wet on wet frosting.
Wet on wet frosting.
I love that.
And what you do is you take your little...
This is very therapeutic.
It is. That's why I started it. And look, I made little hearts by taking this scribe, just a little dot.
Amazing. It looks like that latte art that you see at the coffee shop.
It does. Oh my goodness. Super simple and easy to make it look elegant and special.
That's great. So you just took the wet frosting, and then you took the white wet frosting, made little dots, and then just dragged your scarf through it.
Yep.
That's
and just because
perfect.
we're here, this won't be one that we'll use, but you can also make a star. And so what you would do is you would pull it up and out.
Oh, how cool.
And you can also make, this one's
so
my
much fun.
favorite, is a rose.
And the beauty of cookies is you don't have to be a super perfect artist. You can just really try it and see what works on your first couple, and then you just get to do what you want to do.
I mean, look at how great yours looked. You thought you were like, it's a mess, and it's perfect.
It turned out pretty good. I can kind of see the edging, and I'm getting there. I'm learning.
You're learning.
So then what do we do next?
So we're gonna let these dry. We'll fill in the rest of these, let them dry, and then you can write on them. They actually have edible markers that I love to use, so you can just be as simple as that. Or you can take your piping consistency with the red and write your little design, whatever you want to write. Maybe you have a specific message for someone. So 2 different ways you can write. I personally really love using the piping bag and the frosting. Typically, to get it perfect, I would have a projector, which makes it's like a little trick. I don't have the best handwriting, so it's one way to make it perfect. Especially if you're trying to do if you want to use a specific font, you can easily follow that and just trace it. It's like being in 2nd grade again and tracing your letters. So it's super simple and really easy. So we'll fill these in, and then hopefully we'll get to some writing in a little bit.
Awesome. Well, this is going to be great. So we have a bunch of different colors. So how did you make the colors? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we took the frosting, the icing that I had already created, basic white, and then we separated it into, I think it was 4 different bowls for 4 different colors, right? And then we took the main consistency, put that directly in a piping bag after we made our colors. And then we...
And that's for the edging?
That's for the edging. So we took the original frosting, just added this, so that the colors were the same. We left it all in the same bowl. We just pulled out the 16-second frosting, put it in a piping bag, and then added water to the remaining icing that was in the bowl, and then put that back in the piping bag like I showed you before with the pink.
Awesome. Well, let's. I'd love to kind of get started. We're going to go ahead and finish flooding and piping these cookies, and we'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Happy Tuesday. Now with Valentine's Day right around the corner tomorrow, if you didn't forget, trying to help you out, you can check out Rome in Eagle. We went and took a look there. It is so beautiful and yummy food. Maybe you can make your reservation. Let's check it out. Welcome to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw, here in beautiful Eagle, Colorado at the gorgeous restaurant Rome. I'm here with Adrienne, the owner and cook of the beautiful Rome in Eagle, Colorado, and she's such a stunning human being. I love your space. I feel honored to be here. I feel like I've known you through lifetimes at this point.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you. And I'm so impressed with your space, and I heard the food even elevates it more. How are you doing, Adrienne?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. And so I want to know, I know a little bit of the background of Rome. How did this beautiful place come to be? How did this all happen, manifest itself?
It was manifested and it worked. I started out as a food truck and it was called the Roaming Gourmet. We started in Rancho Del Rio for a summer. Right as COVID was at its peak, which was great. Then winter rolled around and we had an opportunity to join the team at Bonfire.
Yes.
So we had our food truck right in front of Bonfire Brewery, which is directly next door to this brick and mortar. And an opportunity came up that the space next to them was open for a restaurant. But the caveat was that there was no kitchen. It isn't zoned for a kitchen. So, ironically, I had a food truck.
Wow.
So we just rolled it around the block and hooked it up. And this is our brick and mortar with a 20-foot food trailer as our kitchen.
Okay, so it truly was meant to be. This was not by circumstance, happenstance.
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing. And I actually remember the food truck, and you guys were always there were 1 million people around, and it was so popular.
It was great.
And so now do a lot of those people know that this has shifted into,
Yeah, and it's been 2 years. It'll be 2 years in a couple weeks that we've been at this brick and mortar.
Okay.
And it was 1 full year of the Roaming Gourmet as the food truck.
Right.
We did elevated pub food out of that food truck.
Right.
You know, things like duck tacos and duck confit, things like that. Really nice slow braised meats. We really pushed it push the limits.
Well, and that's what I'm so interested in, because I did a little research beforehand and I looked at all the food options, and I know that your menu changes, am I correct, weekly, monthly?
Monthly.
Monthly,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we change our menu monthly. So, and now we have an opportunity to be a little bit more, I don't know, intricate with the details.
Right.
Instead of just a food truck where it's kind of fast.
Right.
This is more relaxed dining. We can relax a little bit more in preparation, not too much, but a little bit more in preparation. The timing is different, so it allows us to, spend a little bit more time on the menu and spend a little bit more time plating.
But that's a huge deal, a monthly, I don't know any other restaurant, I can't even think of anywhere I've been that does a monthly shift of their menu.
Yeah, it's ridiculous and insane.
I love You're like, it's
my poor
brilliant and
staff.
hard.
Yeah, it's really great, and I think that a lot of cooks and people in kitchens get a little bit, it's tiring doing the same dishes over and over again. And I think that I really thought that people, our guests would want to have the same thing over and over again. And I find that they don't. I find that they're really eager when we change the menu monthly. And our specials are also wonderful. We have specials on top of our monthly changes.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that people have come to expect that let's come as many times as we can this month because it's changing. So we see a lot of repeat guests.
Cool.
It's really fun.
I love that. Well, and I'm so inspired because you let me know that so much of the decor, the alcohol, what you buy as far as like making the food, all of the ingredients, it's very much local based, and your local love and appreciation, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Colorado is an amazing state, and it has so many different, amazing things that it produces or come out of it, from Palisade peaches to bourbons to beers to, some wonderful produce that we get here, our cows, our lamb, our pork. So really, we don't need to look very far. And it's safer, it's cleaner. We know where our food is coming from, which I think more people are being, people are more cognizant of that, as well as me. I never feed my guests anything that I wouldn't ingest myself. So it's important to me that it's clean.
I love that you said that, and I also know that you don't use any hormones in your food,
no
which
hormones.
is huge.
Yeah,
that's a
nothing.
big deal.
I don't believe in it. I think that a lot of our, without getting too crazy and, medical, I just believe a lot of issues health-wise come from eating tainted foods. So,
100%.
and hopefully the world is changing and they're starting to see that, and it used to be very difficult. Even 2 years ago, it was difficult for me to find some foods and meats that weren't, injected with hormones or antibiotics. And it's much easier today to find it.
I felt that shift. You're like, simplistic feeling and idea, but it's truth. What you put in your body is obviously what you're going to get out of it. So.
Yeah, it's very true.
And this is such a beautiful, romantic space. I mean, it's stunning.
Thank
Did you
you.
do the decor?
Yeah,
Did you?
I did. I did.
This woman is amazing. She does it all. Cooking, she does the decor. You have a gorgeous patio. I would love to hear about that. That's stunning.
Yeah, so we do have limited seating in this space. And when I first looked at it, I was so enthralled with it. I loved how intimate it was. And I thought we could really make this space feel like it could be anywhere. It could be in Italy. It could be in, Morocco. It could be in Colorado. It could be anywhere. And that's what I wanted to kind of mirror, was just, it could be anywhere, but it's an intimate, lovely space that you could come on a date, on a first date. You could come with your family. You could come with your friends. And it has like a nice, energetic buzz to it because it is small inside. But we had the opportunity, knowing that there was this big outdoor space that may or may not have been built for that. It may have been built for something else, but we utilized it as an outdoor seating area that enhances our capacity off season.
And it's gorgeous.
So it really is pretty. It's kind of, we were talking that I kind of, mirrored it after some restaurants in LA, one being Ivy, the Ivy in LA. And I wanted it to feel like there was greenery all around. And again, with an outdoor space, typically they're very wide open and cavernous. The sky is your ceiling. And we still have that in part of it, but we wanted it to feel like there were hanging lights and hanging chandeliers and still very romantic.
I feel like very secret garden vibes with the
Yeah.
mountains in the background.
Yeah,
The
it's
backdrop,
so pretty.
you can't do any better than that.
Oh, it is beautiful. People love sitting out there.
Well, and that's brilliant to know because I do love the space is so small and, well, not even small, intimate, and
Yeah.
it does have such good energy, good vibes in here. And you said, though, you can go on open table.
You can,
So
yes.
that way you know that you definitely have
Yes.
yeah, a reservation.
Yeah,
And then
you
if
can
there is
confirm.
overflow, you can go out to the patio and enjoy.
Absolutely.
And your bar is amazing as well.
It's
I
a
can't get
great
away from
bar.
that. Yeah.
It's a great bar. It's a great, the drinks are really, we're very proud of our cocktails.
Yeah, and you said that you have non-alcoholic options and alcoholic options,
We
which is
do.
a huge, I think right now becoming a boom, it's a booming thing.
Yeah, we've had NA Spirits on our shelf since we opened our doors, knowing
Wow.
that, you know, I think part of it was that we were an Eagle and we wanted to attract people from all over the valley, up and down. And driving would be an issue if you were going to have, you know, more than one drink. So we have drinks or NA Spirits on our menu that you can replace a tequila with an NA
So
tequila, replace a bourbon with an NA bourbon.
And I've never even heard of that, to be
Yeah.
quite frank with you.
Yeah,
So I'm
they're
sure other
really
people are going to be, yes.
Yeah, it's really great. And a lot of them are distilled the same way, just it takes the alcohol out. So it's really neat.
Well, I am very excited to come in. Personally, I know I've heard already from certain friends that we both know how amazing the food is. What is your favorite dish to create at this? I know you're always evolving, changing, it's fluid, you know, as far as your
Mhm.
food. Is there one thing that you love to make here?
I can't. It's like picking
I
a
know,
favorite child.
I know.
I think that we do variations of different types of meatballs
Okay.
and different sauces.
Yeah.
So there's that. Whether it's pork or veal or venison, I love creating some sort of a meatball dish, and our guests really, really love it. I do one of my go-tos here, and we just changed the sauce, and it's coming up on the next menu, is our sous vide or slow cooked pork shank. So we're doing a spin on it this month that is more of an Asian spin-off of that.
Okay.
So we'll definitely do that. That's one of my favorites. And I always like to bring back, especially in the wintertime, my Uncle Johnny made a cacciatore dish, an Italian cacciatore dish
yes.
that was just to die for.
Mm.
And in honor of him and him teaching me that dish, I do repeat that, and our guests love it. So.
Well, you are fabulous. I feel like I made a
thank
new
you.
bestie today. I adore you. I think your space is stunning. I can't wait to
Thank
try the
you.
food. I've already, like I said, heard amazing things, and I cannot wait to come in. So thank
Well,
you so
we
much,
can't
Adrian.
wait to serve you.
Keep it right here for more of the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome back to the second hour of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Gretchen Plesha. I am very excited because Avisha is taking us around town looking at all the local hotspots for Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow, just to let you know. As well as we head on over to Shine Intuitive Beauty in Edwards to get all glitz and glammed. And we are stoked because Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so sit back, have a cup of coffee. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the grand finale of the cookies. Let's check them out.
Now our cookies have hardened, the real icing has hardened. Very excited. So what do we do now? We just have fun with it, right?
Now you can put whatever you want on it. So now that they're hard, what we've taken is some of the outlining consistency, so that 16-second consistency, which gives it a nice writing utensil. So we thought we'd have some fun with the conversation hearts. My favorite one growing up was hot stuff, so I'm gonna write that one. You hold it,
just twist it.
Twist it as much as possible. A lot of people do put like a rubber band or a clip on the end. I don't, because I always add more frosting in. So lines are the easiest to do.
It looks great, and you're just putting a nice consistent pressure on the bag to get the frosting out.
Yep, a tiny pinch is what I would call it.
A tiny pinch, okay. I'm gonna watch you do this, and then I'm gonna try one.
Lines to me are so much easier than you know, anything circular or round. So hot stuff was mine. What was your favorite one?
You know, I like the hot stuff, and I think I just like the I love you.
Oh, yeah.
I heart you. I think we did that.
Oh, yeah, we could do that
with
one.
the letters. That was fun. I might do that one.
So this is fun because you get to add like a personal touch. I think I said it before that you could get a projector, so it's like more perfect. But I think for something like this, that's supposed to be fun and light and easy to do.
Ooh, Call Me. That was a good one.
Call Me was a good one. Now it's Text Me. I think when we were younger, it was Call Me. Now it's Text Me.
I'm going to stick to the classics. I'm going to try Call Me. Let's see how this turns out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Nice.
Yeah, you're doing great.
And gentle. Whoops. Oh, boy is right. And here we go. There's the A.
You're doing great.
So it's interesting consistency because it's kind of sticky.
Yeah.
But it's also.
But isn't it a little bit easier than you thought it would be?
It is.
Like, I think it looks like it's overwhelming and like a little bit of a challenge. And
lines are great.
Yes,
My L's
see?
look awesome. All right, let's try this. And then the me, one line. And it just kind of breaks off because it's so thick. Right? Just like that?
Yep.
Well, almost. There's my M.
It's like a second grader wrote it.
Hey, you know, I usually am pretty good at writing things, but for the first time trying this, I'm pretty proud of it.
It looks great. And you did this whole cookie. That's your
I did.
yellow, the outlining.
I did
Look
the
at
outlining.
It. No, I feel
Not too
great.
bad.
I feel great about this.
They look great. Okay, my turn. I'm going to hold mine up. Hers looks much better than mine does because she is the professional cookie artist. But here we go. We did it. We nailed it. They look great. Call me hot stuff. Messages to everyone out there.
Absolutely.
It's lots of fun. But you can really just kind of play with these and do whatever you want to. Like, let's say I didn't want to do the actual like words. I could just like do some fun designs on it. And yeah, why not?
Yeah. Do you want to do like a heart?
Sure.
Another heart on there?
Yeah, let's try it.
So, I mean, I also think a heart is somewhat on the easier side because it's just a loop.
Mm-hmm. That looks great. And so do you practice this ahead of time? Like, have you practiced it?
Occasionally, if I think there's something that's going to be a little bit challenging, if it's like a face or a design, I'll kind of draw it out first and like stencil it with the like, icing on top of it. Oh my gosh, that looks great.
Getting there.
Yeah, so I'll play around a little bit before, maybe on like a paper towel or like on a plate because you can quickly rinse off a plate. So yeah, sometimes I'll play around and like see.
Not bad.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
That looks like a 12-year-old did it, but that's okay. I'm getting there. I'm learning and practicing. Okay, good. This is fun.
So it's so much fun to just be able to put your own spin on everything that you've touched. You know, like it's not something that you can just get off the shelf. And like I don't think I've ever seen cookies like this at like a store that you could just go buy cookies at. So I hope you guys have fun making these this year for your loved ones this holiday.
Absolutely. Now, can we follow you or see your work, or you keep it kind of quiet?
No,
you
you
word
can
of mouth?
absolutely follow me. My Instagram handle is Sabrina Sweet Treats.
I love that. Sabrina Sweet Treats. Yes. So super fun. Love these cookies. We had a blast in the kitchen today learning how to make royal icing, to deal with it, and to manipulate it to make gorgeous cookies. So we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, Ross got to sit down and talk to an awesome human being at Etsy all about Valentine's gifts and ideas. Let's check it out.
Good morning, Vail.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and if you're stressing about finding that perfect gift for that special someone, don't fret. We have Etsy trend expert Dana Johnson joining us this morning. Dana, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Ross. Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going in your neck of the woods?
Oh, it's great. Just gearing up to celebrate love.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So as a trend expert, what are you seeing out there with this upcoming holiday?
Absolutely. So, you know, we've just launched our Etsy gift mode that is here to make your life even easier for all your Valentine's Day needs. I'm loving the fact that on Etsy, in this gift mode, it kind of segments everything by persona. So for the globetrotter in your life, the person who loves to travel, I am loving personalized passport holders because it's really allowing you to then build memories every time you guys travel together. And then, of course, Valentine's Day is not just about romantic love. It's also about celebrating all the loves in your life. So for those gal pals for Galentine's Day, I'm loving personalized mugs that the two of you can have together as you sip your morning tea or your morning coffee. You think of your BFF. And then, of course, also don't forget the pets. They are, in fact, also a big love in your life. So why not think of a mommy and me or doggy daddy and me matching sweatshirts? I'm loving anything personalized that really puts that personal stamp on.
I love that. I love that. What about parents? Do you get gifts for your parents on Valentine's Day?
Absolutely. Valentine's Day is about celebrating all the loves in your life. For your parents, especially for those parents who love to cook, I love personalized recipe cutting boards. You can actually get their handwriting transferred onto the board, so it's cementing the memory of their recipe for forever and really has that special heirloom-like quality.
I love that. And what exactly is gift mode on Etsy? How does it work and how can people take advantage of it?
Yeah, so it's a new interactive hub. So basically, it starts with just asking you a few simple questions. So who you're gifting for, what their personal likes are, their hobbies, all of these things that kind of really drill down to all the things that they love. And then it's going to curate a list for you by persona, and it's going to show you all the different options that are tailored to all their likes for every budget need. And it's just gonna make no more guessing work. It is like the search tool that you need to make gifting easier than ever.
Yeah, and whether you're a man or a woman, you can find what you're looking for right there. So that's awesome.
Oh, for sure. I mean, right at the top, the first question is, who are you shopping for? So if it's husband, friend, kid, mom, coworker, the list goes on, and then we will do all the work behind the scenes on gift mode.
That's awesome. What else are you seeing out there in 2024 as some hot items and some good gifts this year?
Yeah, for sure. So one of the things that has been our color of the year that I was super excited to announce at the top of this year is berry. And this is coming off the heels of all of that bright pink that we saw last year. So now we're seeing richer jewel tones like berry that really create like this almost romantic essence. So you're seeing lots of sheer fabrics, lots of inspiration from ballet core, so wrap sweaters and deep reds and all of these things that kind of bring a sense of romanticizing your life into your home decor, into your wardrobe, and every portion of your life.
That's amazing. So kind of stepping it up from those classic flowers and chocolates for Valentine's Day. Check it out on Etsy. That's awesome. What's kind of next for you? What do you got going on next, and what's kind of the next trend?
Okay, so I especially want to call out the fact that on this gift mode, you're seeing things by persona. So it's kind of breaking down by your hobbies and likes. And one of the things that is popping up that I really, really love are these personalized recipe books. And this is for the cook in your life. So if you want to make sure that they are cementing those memories and even making memories with you by cooking in the kitchen and writing all these things down, really personalized is the way to go to make sure that you're cementing all those memories.
That's awesome. Dana, anything else I should have asked you? Anything else people should know either about gift mode or Etsy or Valentine's Day or anything else?
Well, I think the number one thing to think about, we recently did a study that surveyed Americans just about gifting, and we found that 50% of Americans who said, no, you don't have to get me anything, they were actually lying, and they secretly really wanted something for a gift. So I would say, don't ignore their personal likes, and a little something goes a long way. So even if someone says, nah, I don't want anything, try to get something a little special for any budget.
I love that. I love that. Dana, thanks so much for joining us this morning, and happy Valentine's Day to you early. And thanks so much for all those tips. That's awesome. Check out Etsy's gift mode for more, and stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
Happy Tuesday. Now, if you don't know by now, you should know tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Just helping you out. Our very own Avisha got to go around town and check out the local hotspots for Valentine's Day. Let's check it out.
Come on.
Hi friends, welcome to Vail Vibes. Love is in the air as we approach Valentine's Day. And I gotta tell you, ice skating in Vail Village is one of my favorite things to do. Wouldn't this be a fun date idea to celebrate your special day, whether you're with a partner, with a group of friends, or even solo, depending on how you like to celebrate? I've rounded up my top picks for the most unique and romantic ideas to celebrate Valentine's Day, no matter how you like to celebrate, because we all just want to love and be loved and have a little fun while we're at it.
Ice skating is always a good time, no matter what your age is. And Vail is home to 3 different ice skating rinks: Solaris Plaza, Arabelle at Vail Square, and indoor skating at Dobson Ice Arena. But if you're looking to step things up a little in the romance department, there's plenty of opportunity for that too. What could be more romantic than a picnic in a winter wonderland?
Vail needs a unique experience that hasn't been offered before, and so those guests that have been coming for 20 or 30 years are excited for something new to do.
This is Pamela Davis. She's the owner and operator of Picnic Vail, and this is her first season offering winter picnics.
Winter picnics is just a whole new idea for Vail in general, and just so magical and cool, like being in a snow globe, you know, but warm.
Indeed, it felt surreal staring out at the winter sky from inside this cozy tent set up right next to Gore Creek. Pamela says it's been a hit with people so far.
The majority of our picnics are surprises for the other person. So, and it always goes really well. I mean, proposals, we get tons of proposals. We just had somebody get engaged last weekend.
If you book a winter picnic, you get a comfortable setup like this one, complete with a heater, a game, a Polaroid camera, and a charcuterie board from Pamela's other business, The Grazing Fox.
We do dessert boards and s'mores boards and meal board, just all kinds of different offerings, and we have a selection of things that you can take with you on adventure, like little boxes that have everything that a board has.
Pamela says making food this beautiful runs in her family.
I kind of blame just growing up with an artist for a mom, and then that meshed with, you know, my background in food and restaurants, and it's just what we did at home. The joy of gathering and eating was a big deal, and so I think that's why it's such a celebration for me personally. To get together and eat is like just the best way to show love.
So celebrate with your loved ones. As the saying goes, food tastes better when you're with the ones you love. When it comes to giving gifts for Valentine's Day, Hillary Magner, the owner of Squash Blossom, knows what she wants.
Always jewelry. Even though my husband says I own a whole jewelry store, there's nothing more special than somebody actually coming in and picking out a piece just for you and giving it to you. Hint, hint, Kevin.
She says it creates meaning and memories when someone picks out jewelry for you. And it's a form of expression.
It's wearable art.
The store's namesake Squash Blossom represents that.
This is what a squash blossom necklace is.
Native Americans have always celebrated their culture and artistry through their exquisite jewelry.
Chiefs used to wear them, and it's a very symbolic piece.
From rare gems to sterling silver studs, Squash Blossom has something for everyone, no matter what your price point is.
Diamonds are always good. Some great huggy hoops, or I would say like a pendant heart necklace. We do have men gifts, men necklaces, some bracelets, We even have a watch winder. We have a really cool designer, Carolina Bucci, that does these wish bracelets, and they're hand woven silk and 18 karat gold chain.
And if you want something that captures the spirit of Vail,
it's called a ski bunny. It's a ski bunny charm. It's the cutest little thing. They're all handmade in Vail, just carried at the Squash Blossom.
Hillary says although she loves Valentine's Day, you don't need to succumb to the pressure of a holiday to show your love for someone.
Love is something that you can celebrate at any time of the year. It doesn't always have to be around the Valentine's Day. It can just be any special moment to celebrate. And that's what I love jewelry, because it's something that celebrates retirement, love, happiness, any kind of special moment in life.
And in the end, we remember the moments, not the days. Whether you want to celebrate Valentine's Day for an entire day or an entire week, the Weston Riverfront in Avon has you covered. This is their couples massage room at the Spa Anjali.
You can schedule that couples massage. After the massage, you can get champagne and chocolates. We're also doing a pop-up special for the month of February, and it is a strawberry seed scrub. It's a polish for the skin, so it is high in vitamin C. It's going to leave the skin really hydrated. It has a luxurious body balm that we'll use to do for the massage after the scrub portion.
So after you get rubbed and scrubbed, you may want to open up those chakras with their special Valentine's Day yoga.
The chakra yoga class that is going to be on February 14th on Valentine's Day would be a great class for you to attend yourself for that self-care, or to do it as a couple together. It is a community-based yoga class, so 100% of the proceeds will go to Small Champions, a local nonprofit that we've partnered with for the month. We always do specialty yoga classes monthly, and we were just focusing on love and the heart center.
No doubt by then you'll have worked up an appetite. Located inside the hotel is Stoke and Rye, a restaurant by the award-winning chef Richard Sandoval. They'll be offering a Valentine's Day tasting menu.
It will be lobster tail with tenderloin, and then it'll be a really yummy, delicious, decadent chocolate dessert.
And if your love language involves gifts, there's plenty to choose from here at the boutique.
We have lots of skincare options, candles, we have scrubs, lots of clothing right now.
So make your appointments and your reservations, and may your Valentine's Day celebration be full of love. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
TV8 te brinda la mejor programación en español todos los días. Sintoniza Conexión Latina los lunes, miércoles y viernes a las 7 de la tarde con repeticiones los fines de semana. Además, te presentamos nuestro nuevo programa Sabores y Creaciones, donde hemos juntado tus recetas y manualidades favoritas en un solo lugar los martes y jueves a las 7 de la tarde. Y por último, disfruta de Daily Flash Latino, con noticias y entretenimiento en tendencia los sábados a las 7 de la tarde. Te esperamos por el canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina, nuestro canal de YouTube TV8 Vail Good Morning Vail o nuestra página web tv8vail.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work with some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals now, check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
our show. I'm Susie.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Perch. I'm Tamar Giorgadze and I will be your stylist today. It's about you to be happy. Like, oh, I just got this little thing yesterday and guess what? I'm gonna walk out tomorrow in a job and wearing that outfit. That's what makes my job satisfied. When I know that Jennifer, somewhere in New York, who is my client, walks out the door tomorrow and has the outfit I put together, it is absolutely satisfying for me to know that that girl that day will feel happy because she's put together. And it's all about inside, nothing to do with any of the terrible things you sometimes hear in Instagram, nothing to do with perfection or the perfect body or all of the crazy stuff. It's just simply feel so happy. Fill your soul with the beautiful experiences daily. And one of them is maybe get a little personal styling.
And personal styling is Tamar's specialty.
Good outfits that fits them closet, what they need, not that what I want to sell. Again, very thin line between sales and being a personal stylist. Very thin line. And I don't just sell, I wanted to develop for them a closet personalized for them. My goal is to discover the lady, that woman first, and then start shopping for them.
She says the seeds of fashion were planted during her childhood.
My grandmother, back in the day in the Soviet Union, was a seamstress. And I was her little assistant. So anything with sizing or clothing or sewing or bra sizing or any blazer or anything, she used to do hundreds of seamstress jobs in a daily basis. Back in the day, it was paid nothing, but I was so fortunate to see how my grandma, who was her 70s, just look at somebody on a mirror coming from a street and she would go, oh, she's size 4. We need her pants this size. This is it. She's gonna walk in, she's gonna say this, that, and that. We are ready. Let's go. Let's do it. And I just admire that everything she would have said, what she saw, who was gonna knock on our door, it would turn out to be a truth.
Tamar says when it comes to fashion advice, she has 3 basic tips: layer up,
Because when you go out in a Vail, like a concert or lighting or whatever you are seeing, a show, you need to be prepared to be fashionable, but also don't get cold.
Don't worry too much about trends.
We get stuck on the idea, I have to be trendy. Oh my gosh, comments like this, I just saw this online or Instagram, which we know can be very influenced. I always say, and I will repeat this forever, style is something comes from you. We can moderate all your trends based on who you are. We don't have to be 100 to 100% what's coming Instagram tomorrow. Like, it's all good and well, but there is some classics, there is some basics, there is some things also, checkpoints, what suits you.
Invest in pieces that will last.
It is tough because a lot of people are convinced and make up mind, oh, easy fashion, I'm just gonna do this, or do Amazon, it will be 2 days delivery, whatever. But end of the day, again, you spend your money something, it's not gonna last you long. It will create quick satisfaction, but then you're gonna end up having the items are not really quality.
Makes sense to me, so I decided to use her personal styling services for myself. Here are the outfits she chose for me. And these pants are Tamar's favorite fashion statement of the moment.
Wide leg for me are game changer. Most amazing wide leg. Now you wanna go wide, you go wide.
They're comfortable.
They're very comfortable, they're very chic, very slimming, as crazy as it sounds for people who does not like wide leg.
Even the UPS guy chimed in.
Like my outfit?
I think you look lovely. Buy it all.
Thank you.
Matches perfectly.
Tamar says come on by Perch and she'll be happy to help you express your own style, no matter what your budget is.
As far as the Perch goes and as far as I go, I will make sure no matter what budget you have for shopping, it will be succeed for you. Like I devote myself, no matter what kind of scale budget you shopping, doesn't matter for me. I will make it happen.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Now, I love doing the glitz and glam with Gretchen. It's one of my favorite things. And Shine Intuitive Beauty in Edwards is absolutely amazing. You can get all glitz and glammed up for Valentine's Day tomorrow. Let's take a look. Welcome to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw. We're here in Edwards, Colorado at Shine Intuitive Beauty. I am here today with Michelle at the beautiful Shine Intuitive Beauty in the heart of Edwards, Colorado. I am so excited. I come here a lot and I love the products. I love the people. The energy feels so good here. How are you doing, Michelle?
I'm good. How are you?
I am feeling so good. And she is definitely dressed the part of the whole spa because this whole concept is so beautiful and it feels so good. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's all about feeling good from the inside and exuding that outwardly.
Yes, absolutely. That's our goal. We really want our clients to feel comfortable and confident when they come in. And if we're doing just anything to help that healing journey, then we're doing our job. So.
And I love that whole concept because you do so many different things from, I know all of this, facials. I've done almost all of these things, true story.
Yes, exactly.
From facials to eyebrows to eyelashes to, I mean, could you tell us all the things that you do here to make people feel good from the inside out?
Sure. I mean, it's all across the board. We really focus on holistic skincare and facials. And taking a more progressive approach versus just jumping right into something very aggressive or something that could harm the skin. We do some amazing facials. We also do some more clinical facials like microneedling, but still with a holistic approach. And then a lot of other beauty treatments, body waxing, organic spray tanning. I specialize in eyebrow artistry and microblading. That's my jam. So
we're laughing about this because look how amazing her eyebrows are. And
thanks.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah.
I am one that loves a good eyebrow tint as well as microblade, and so I know I'm definitely going to come and see you for that. And I love the whole approach of all of this is holistic. Can you kind of explain what that means to people?
Sure. So we're an Eminence Organic certified spa. Eminence they're pretty well known in the skincare world, so they're fully organic. Everything is very cold pressed. They use a lot of herbs and whole foods, fruits and vegetables in their products, but also they're very science backed. So we're not only nourishing the skin, but making a real change in the skin with clean ingredients. So that's
love
a big
that
pillar.
Too. See, and I love that because I'm a huge believer, I should say, a firm believer, and everything that you put on yourself, inside of yourself, that is who you are. It makes up your chemical makeup.
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
This is a big deal. And I have to say, in this particular location, it's so beautiful and it's full of light and it just feels airy and good. And everything here feels like you're healing yourself, which is, it sounds like your whole concept.
Yeah, that's our whole concept. I mean, we want people to come in and just feel that sense of relaxation and inner peace.
I love that.
I want it to be like a respite from the everyday. So.
The hustle.
The hustle, yeah.
And how did you pick the name Shine?
Oh, the name Shine. So, we started as a waxing studio when we first opened about 6 years ago now, and then with this move over here to this beautiful, bright, airy space, I really just wanted something a little more meaningful and kind of all-encompassing as far as everything that we offer. So it took me a while to nail down the name, and I kind of was just playing around with how do I want people to feel when they come in, and what are we doing for people in our services. And I kind of just, it took a while, but Shine Intuitive Beauty. We want people to shine from the inside out and feel amazing inside, which is so important versus just our outer appearance, right? So we want people to shine. And then Intuitive Beauty, everyone is so different. Every skin is so different. Every person is so different. So it's definitely a different treatment for every person based on the day, based on the human. So.
And that's what I love the most about this space and about you guys, the brilliant kind of concept of everyone is so different, and someone might come in for the same thing as a friend, maybe come together, and it's going to be a totally different experience. You're going to look at each individual and make it make it more towards them, the human being, who they are, what they're feeling that day, which is so cool.
Yeah,
that is so neat.
Everyone's skin is so different, and even just based on the day, how we're feeling, what we're doing. So we definitely use our knowledge and our intuition to curate the treatment. So.
And I have to say I love this too because I, again, have been a long time fan of you guys and customer, and it's such a safe space. I know I've come in here happy days, really sad, hard days, like a little bit off, and you do feel lighter and brighter when you leave. So thank you for creating Shine. It's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of
Yes,
course.
that's another like pillar of ours. We invite everyone in, like every, man, woman, like
Yes.
every age,
Yeah.
every color, gender. Like we want everyone to
All
come in
accepting.
and feel comfortable and feel like they can like be themselves here. So
I love that.
Yeah.
You are definitely the pillar of glitz and glam, which is
Uh-huh.
like
Yeah,
glitz
thank
and
you.
glam from the inside out. And
Yeah.
it's true. As much as people sometimes don't like to say this, when you feel good on the outside, it does help the inside. So it's kind of a win-win situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, when we feel good, and this is, it goes kind of just with our core values. When we
Yeah.
feel good and when we as estheticians know that we're helping people feel good and like they can go out in their day and make a positive
Yeah.
impact on everyone else, like that's just our main kind of goal.
Pay it forward
Yeah,
concept. I love
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Michelle. You're
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you, Gretchen.
I'm here with Jessica, who is a student intern here at Shine Intuitive Beauty. How are you doing, Jessica?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I am so good. I love your energy. I love that
Thank
you're
you.
so excited to talk. What are we talking about today? All things products, maybe?
All things products. One thing when I came into Shine Intuitive Beauty, I think I was really trying to navigate my way of where I wanted to be in the aesthetics world. I've worked in a dermatologist office, I've worked at resorts, and I really just wanted to find this like happy medium of like somewhere more holistic but still getting results with driven skincare. So Eminence was definitely up my alley.
I love that. Did you hear about Eminence before you came in here, or did you learn about it here?
Yes, actually, when I had my first son, I was dealing with this like pregnancy acne that I've never had before. And my sister was working at a spa in Vail, and they had Eminence, and the Stone Crop products were amazing. They were like life-changing.
I love that. And so how did you come about to be here at Shine?
I was finishing up my hours for school, and COVID happened, so it kind of prolonged this process, and I was kind of just at home not working, and I interviewed for the front desk, and they seen on my resume that I was a student, and
I love it.
you know what, I walked in that morning, I was like, I'm gonna go introduce myself, because my mom always taught me, if you want a job, you gotta go show them who you are. And so I came in here that morning, and the energy is just, it's warming, it's inviting, and you want to be here.
And I love that you said that, because all of you that work here have this same beautiful energy of just, you feel so safe and happy, and you're excited to be here.
Exactly, thank you. I know that's definitely something that I wanted in skincare too. I was scared to go into aesthetics at first because I thought it was more of the glitz and glam, and I'm like, I'm not that girl. And then I found like this whole science side of it, and just the making people happy and comfortable about themselves.
I love that you said that, because Glitz and Glam with Gretchen, this segment, it was, people hear that sometimes and they think it's going to be this overtly over the top, but I am all about the same, what you're saying is just feeling beautiful from the inside and showing that on the outside and shining your true beauty.
Exactly.
That's so neat.
Exactly. And I know Eminence has definitely helped me a lot with that, and changing my skincare. And I've had medical products before, medical grade, and these work just as fine with clean ingredients, and you're getting results.
What's your favorite Eminence project or
product? They just came out with the tropical superfood superfood collection. And this pineapple refining tonic is,
I saw that.
Amazing.
And pineapple, that's very random. I
It
like
smells like
that.
you need a cocktail and you need to be on the beach. But
I love that.
It's amazing. It has smaller enzymes, so it's not gonna irritate the skin, but you're still gonna get driven acids to really kind of eat away at the dead skin cells. So.
I love it, and it smells like pineapple.
Oh
It doesn't get much better than that. With the sunshine pineapple, I like it.
I know, I love it.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm with my friend Jody, who's an amazing esthetician here at Shine Intuitive Beauty. How are you doing, Jody?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, and I know you do so many things. I mean, I don't even know if I could list them all.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing that you do amongst everything that you do?
I've been an esthetician for quite a while. Came on with Michelle and Matt a week before COVID, before we shut down. So we've all grown together into this amazing space.
Yeah.
Michelle and Matt have put great energy in this. So
Yes.
really, I love to do all the facials. We
that.
do that. I do a ton of waxing. That is one thing. With summer coming, we'll get everybody ready with bathing suit bodies.
Yes.
We do the self-tanning, or the spray tanning here.
I love that.
So it is actually beet tan, and one of my
Yeah.
friends formulated it in Savannah. It's made out of beets.
Wow.
So the beets with the sugar and the formula mix with your pH to give you your own color. So whatever you tan as out in the sun, your skin will come out like that.
I'm coming in next week to do this.
And it's all vegan, which is awesome too, and
That's
organic.
amazing.
So it mixes well with the energy we have going with all the products.
So is the beet spray tan, I'm so interested in this. Is this, you guys just have this product? Your friend actually?
So she formulated this in Savannah.
Okay.
She has, it's all over the country now. So she has
Wow.
different locations.
That's
We actually
amazing.
sell products as well. We have the self tanner and boosters to keep your spray tan going after you get sprayed.
Well, and I think it's so interesting with this because people don't always realize, they think, oh, it's like a spray tan, but you're actually being safe and not getting, even when you're in the sun, doesn't it have some kind of SPF to help you not burn as much? And
It doesn't have an SPF,
Okay.
but it being us being estheticians in the spa, we
Right.
don't want people to go out in the sun.
Sun as much,
Because
right.
you get the sun damage
Right.
and any of the hyperpigmentation. So
Right.
doing the spray tan is a great way
Not
to
to
keep your
have to-
skin protected
Cool.
and not have any of this skin damage.
I love that. And facials, you said, that's something I'm super into. And my skin personally is so dry here. I know so many people are living in Colorado with the weather, the climate. Do you do like a deep moisturizing kind of facial or,
We do. I mean,
Okay.
that's really what we touch on a lot with
Okay.
is hydration being in the mountains.
Awesome.
So we have a few facials with like gua sha, which does a lot of massage
Okay.
to get the blood flowing,
Yeah.
to create more oxygen into the skin.
Cool.
But that's basically, we do really promote, we try to promote hydration in our facials.
I love that.
We do microneedling as well.
Okay.
Which is a little bit more than the holistic side of facials. It's more of the medicinal, medical end.
Okay.
So it's going to help with the texture of your skin. It's going to get that collagen and elastin pumping. It's going to
Awesome.
make that start growing again.
Cool.
So yeah, no, we do a wide variety. My favorite though is the microneedling.
This sounds like a one-stop shop. You can come in here and get all prepared to have beautiful skin for this summer.
Yeah, no, we do everything. Yeah.
I love that. And how long have you been an esthetician for?
18 years.
Wow. So you know your stuff. You're good.
Been on for quite a while.
That is
So,
so
yeah.
awesome. And what is your favorite thing about working in this space at Shine Intuitive Beauty?
Working in this space, it's just bright. The energy is amazing.
Yeah.
Working with Matt, Michelle, and Jessica has been wonderful.
Yes.
I couldn't have asked for better people that I met coming on before COVID, so it's been great.
And that's wild.
Yeah.
What a journey to get here. COVID, and then you guys are killing it. You're doing amazing. That's
yeah, this
awesome.
space is amazing. It's great to see people outside walking
Yes.
by and everything.
I
So,
love that. Well, thank you
yes.
for making everyone beautiful from the, I guess, outside in and inside
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, thank you.
One person at a time.
So,
Keep it right here for more of the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.
Good morning, Vail.
Snooki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media. live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
More than ever, kids need information to help them better understand their surroundings and to better protect themselves. Each week, this program works with the various law enforcement agencies across the country and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, spotlighting several missing cases, hoping someone, like you, might have information that will lead to finding these individuals.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. What an awesome show. I don't know about you, but I want to make some Valentine's Day cookies. I want to go get glitz and glammed with the Shine Intuitive ladies over in Edwards, and definitely check out all the amazing restaurants. Have an awesome Tuesday. Get stoked. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and we'll see you tomorrow right here at Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer